Hola, hola y bienvenidos a mi canal otra vez. Yo soy Ale y hoy en día vamos a aprender cómo usar pronombres del objeto directo, pero en español y también en inglés. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back, friend. Have you ever wondered how to say I saw it or he saw them, pero en español? If so, then this video is for you. If you've ever struggled with direct object pronouns like lo, la, los, las, and you're trying to figure it out, then stay tuned. Así que busca tu cuaderno, tu lápiz y vamos a empezar. Mi nombre es Ale y hoy en día vamos a aprender cómo usar los pronombres de objeto directo en español y en inglés. Today we're going to talk about how to use the direct object pronouns both in English and in Spanish. So for example, lo and la or los and las, we're going to figure out when to use them and how to use them properly. So first things first, let's talk about what an object is. What is an object? An object is the word that receives the action of the verb. For example, if I say, pass me the book, I have pass, me, and then the book. Which one of these is the object? Well, the object is always going to be the thing that receives the action. So our verb here in this sentence is pass. This is our verb. So in order to figure out which one of these is the object, we have to say pass what? Pass what? All we did was add the word what to the verb. Pass what? And the answer to that sentence is going to be the book. Pass me the book. So the object in this sentence is the book. So all we're doing is finding out which one of these receives the action of the verb. Now let's look at the same sentence, but in Spanish, okay? So we have pass me the book, and in Espanol we have pásame el libro. Pásame el libro. So the verb is pasar, which means to pass. Now let's look at both sentences side by side. Este ejemplo dice, pásame el libro, pass me the book. Is our verb, pásame, pass me. And then which word receives the verb? Pass what? Pass what? The book. Pásame el libro. So the object in this sentence is el libro, the book. Okay, so if you're looking for the object, how do we find it? How do I find the object in a sentence? The first thing you're going to do is look for the verb. So whatever the verb is of that sentence, we're going to look for that. That's the action word, okay? Number two, you're going to ask what receives the action. What receives the action of the verb? And then your answer to that question is going to be the object, okay? The answer is the object. So one more time, we're going to look for the verb. We're going to ask what receives the action of the verb, and then your answer is the object, okay? So with our example from before, we have pass me the book. The verb is pass. Pass what? The book. So the object of this sentence is the book. Okay, so now we know what an object is. Let's check that off. We know how to find the object. But what is an object pronoun? An object pronoun is simply a pronoun that replaces the object in a sentence. A pronoun that replaces the object in a sentence. So let's look at our original example. We had pass me the book, and we said that the object was the book. But we're looking for a pronoun that replaces book. So if someone says pass me the book, you say, okay, I can pass it to you. It is going to be the pronoun that replaces book. It. So pass me the book. Pass it to me. It refers to the book, which was our original object. Now you might be asking yourself, why do we need to use object pronouns? What is the purpose? Well, the reason why is because we use this to shorten sentences or to respond when the object has already been mentioned. Let's look at this conversation between two people. Person number one says, pass me the book. Person number two says, okay, I will pass the book to you. Person number one again, thank you for passing the book to me. That sounds ridiculous, right? Because we're saying the book, the book, the book in every sentence. Once it's already been mentioned the first time, we don't need to keep saying the book. We can just say it. So person number one, pass me the book. Person number two, okay, I will pass it to you. Person number one again, thank you for passing it to me. We don't need to keep saying, thanks for the book, pass me the book, I'll pass that book. That's a lot, right? So we're going to use direct object pronouns to simplify our language, which makes it more natural. It functions the exact same way in Spanish. So let's look at this example. Person one says, pásame el libro. El libro is going to be our object, so let's underline that. Pásame el libro. So we already have it here. Person number two, okay, I will pass the book. That looks strange, right? This doesn't usually happen in Spanish because it's unnatural. But then person number one says, thank you for passing me the book. You see how we keep saying the book, the book, the book? So to fix that, we already have it here. We're going to get rid of this one. And we're going to say te, which is you, lo, it, pasó. I will pass it to you. Okay, te lo pasó. And then down here, the other person's going to say, thank you for passing it. We're going to put lo instead of el libro. So we're going to say, gracias por pasármelo. Okay? Thank you for passing it. And we're going to add an accent here on this A. So now it reads naturally, pass me the book. Okay, I'll pass it to you. Thank you for passing it. Object pronouns make our speech a lot more natural without reiterating the same things over and over and over. Now, let's go over all the object pronouns that we use daily in English. Then we'll translate them, okay? So the first one is me. Next one is you. Then we have him / her / it. All right, these are all singular. Now on this side, we have our plural object pronouns. So in English, we have us. Then we have vosotros, which is you all. En España, es vosotros, okay? And then down here, we have them. And you could also have you all. That would be ustedes instead of vosotros, okay? Nosotros, vosotros, ustedes, ellos, ellas. Ok, por aquí tenemos los pronombres de objeto. In English, these are object pronouns. Pero en español tenemos me, te, lo, o la, nos, os, los, las. Me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, las. Los pronombres en español son me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, las. Y otra vez en inglés, los pronombres son me, you, him, her, it, us, you all, them, you all. Y este es vosotros y por ahí tenemos ustedes, ¿ok? And remember that los es masculino y las es femenino, ¿ok? Masculino, femenino. All right, the first example that we're going to go over is me. Okay? Let's do an example sentence. So our example here is going to be, he saw me in the park. He saw me in the park. Now, let's break it down. Remember that our verbs are always going to be in blue. So the verb in this sentence is saw. He saw. Now, saw who or what? In this case, it's who. Saw who? He saw me. So me is going to be the object in this sentence. Let's get our red. Me. He saw me in the park. Now the verb in this sentence, let's write it down below the example. The verb here is saw. S-A-W. Saw. Okay, and who saw? He saw. So that means we need to write the word vio. He saw in español is vio. Okay? Now, he saw who? Who? He saw me. And remember that the pronoun that we're going to use is me. So it's the same word, just pronounced differently. Me, me. Okay? So our final translation is going to be, let's get our red. Me vio. And we need blue for vio because that's he saw, okay? He saw me, right? Me en el parque. Now, always remember this, that your direct object pronoun is going to go in front of the verb, okay? It's going to go in front of your verb, okay? So, for example, right here, me vio. He saw me. In English, me is after saw. Pero en español tenemos me vio. Es el opuesto. Ok, familia, aquí tenemos el siguiente pronombre, lo o la. In English, this can be him, her, and another word for lo is it. Una cosa, it. Okay, the example sentence for this one is he saw him in the park. The action word here is still he saw, right? So we need the same word, vio, but this time he saw who? He saw him. Him is the object. So we're going to put the object right here in front. Remember we said him is lo. Lo vio en el parque. He saw him in the park. Lo vio en el parque. Got it? And don't forget, in English we have he saw him, pero en español tenemos lo vio. Okay? Next, we have nos, which also means us. Nosotros, okay? So the sentence for this one, we're going to do, he saw us in the park. Now let's look at it. What is our verb? Saw. Who saw? He saw. So the word for that in Spanish, same word, vio. He saw who? Who? Us. So we were going to put our word right there, nos vio en el parque. Okay? Very simple. En el parque. He saw us in the park. Nos vio en el parque. Nos, us. La siguiente palabra se usa en España. Os, que significa you, all, plural. In English, you all, plural, okay? Now, if you live in the South, of course, we say y'all. Pero, in English, you all, okay? Now, let's break this one down. He saw you all in the park. He saw you all in the park. The verb here is he saw. Vio. Okay? He saw who? He saw you all. You all. So what word are we going to put there? Os. Os vio. In the park, which was in el parque. En el parque. Os vio en el parque. Os vio en el parque. He saw you all in the park. Y los últimos pronombres que tenemos son los y las. ¿Ok? Los significa ellos y es masculino. Y las significa ellas y es femenino. Hombres y mujeres o un grupo de hombres y mujeres. ¿Ok? He saw them in the park. He saw. El verbo es saw. Esa palabra es vio. Vio. Who did he see? Who did he see? He saw them. We're talking about them in the masculine form, which is ellos. So we're going to put los. He saw them, ellos. Los vio en el parque, okay? Los vio, which is our verb, en el parque. Now let's look at the feminine version, las. He saw them, feminine group, right? A group of women, en el parque. He saw them in the park. Now the verb is going to be the same. He saw. And then remember that he saw, same word that we've been using, vio. It's he saw. Them is going to go in front of the verb. So we're going to put them in the front. But remember, we're talking about them, a group of women. So let's put las. Las vio en el parque. Them. Las is women. Las vio en el parque. Notice that these two sentences are very similar. The only difference is the O for the masculine form and the A for the feminine form, right? But we're still talking about them. Them is the group, right? The group of men, or a group of men and women mixed, or the group of women. Both of these words mean them, right? Los y las. Them. All right. Here's the review. We have the same example, but different direct object pronouns for each one of these, okay? He saw blank at the park. Now remember, our verb is he saw. And then we are going to conjugate that to vio. El vio. He saw. So let's go ahead and put that on all of these because it's the same for all of them. He saw, and then we just change who he saw on that blank, okay? Vio. Okay, now let's look at who he saw. He saw me, right? Me is going to be me. Me vio. Okay, me vio en el parque. The next one is you. He saw you at the park. You is going to be te. Te vio en el parque. Te. Next one is he or she. So let's do he first on the top, okay? That's going to be lo vio en el parque. And she would be la vio en el parque, okay? So he and she. Us. Us is going to be nos. Nos vio en el parque. nos vio en el parque. You all en España is vosotros, okay? So you all is os. Os vio en el parque. Os vio en el parque. And then the last one, them. Now this could be a group of men and women mixed, or men. That would be los. Los vio en el parque. But if there's women, we have to change this to las. Las vio en el parque. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me throughout this lesson. If you made it all the way to the end, I want you to put completado in the comments, okay? Completed. Put that in the comments so I know that you made it this far. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this lesson. I will have the screenshots of each chart that I had in the description box as well as in this video. So if you want to go back and practice again, you could pause to look at the questions, or you can click the link in the description box and I'll have all the charts that we went over today. Ciao y nos vemos.